Hi everyone, myself, Dweep Mukherjee. In this video I am going to discuss about fabrication of Vande Bharat sidewall assembly in Integral Coach Factory, Chennai. The sidewall assembly of Vande Bharat is carried out in mainly 5 stages. First is laser cutting and welding. Second is sidewall stretching and framework assembly. Third is robotic spot welding. Fourth is car line with sidewall fixture. Last one is weld part assembly. One end of the laser cutting and welding machine is equipped with vacuum lifter, which lifts the raw ferritic steel sheets of dimensions 2050 mm into 1250 mm. The vacuum lifter of LCW machine automatically lifts the raw steel sheet from the table where already large number of steel sheets are kept for welding purpose. First it lifts the steel sheet, then take it inside the LCW machine, unload it on the welding table, after that return to its original position. This process is repeating according to the programming of LCW machine. This is the laser cutting and welding machine used for cutting and welding of raw steel sheets simultaneously. It joins ferritic steel sheets of thickness 3 mm used for Vande Bharat sidewall by means of laser beam welding, in which nitrogen is used as a shielding gas with gas flow rate of 35 to 40 liters per minute. The type of joint formed by this welding is square butt joint. In this machine, tack welding is also laser welding. Following the welding, laser cutting is carried out inside the LCW machine. Windows of dimensions 1580 mm into 880 mm are cut according to the drawings. As welding and cutting process is continuously carried out inside LCW machine, a single sidewall of length 20,406 mm is coming out from other end of LCW machine. Once the complete single sidewall came out of the LCW machine, it is lifted with the help of vacuum lifter, which uses -8 bars pressure. Vacuum lifter is used to avoid buckling or distortion of sidewall sheet. After lifting sidewall sheet, it was placed on sidewall stretching machine for next stage process. This is a sidewall stretching machine. After placing sidewall sheet on the table, all clamps are tightened properly and both ends are welded. One end is welded to the hydraulic stretching machine, whereas other end is welded to the table itself. The stretching machine stretch it with 120 kN force. Within this uniform tensed condition, framework assembly, that is horizontal and vertical members are tack welded to the sidewall sheet. Stretching is done to compensate the distortion due to uneven heat input into the sidewall assembly due to welding. After tack welding, full welding of frame structure is also carried out in this stage after ensuring the dimensions. For full welding, center to outside sequence is followed as per WPS to avoid distortion. Next stage is robotic resistance spot welding. In this stage, the sidewall sheet and framework assembly are welded together using resistance spot welding. In resistance spot welding, 2 cylindrical copper alloy electrode, one on top and other at bottom, are pressed together when metal at the joint gets sufficiently heated by resistance. It is ideal for thin stainless sheets and form strong lap joints due to nugget formation. The gap between two adjacent spot welding in a member is 45 mm, whereas the distance between a spot welding and edge of the member is 12 mm. This is maintained throughout the framework assembly. After spot welding, buffing is done. The buffing process after spot welding is a finishing procedure designed to remove weld discoloration, smoothen imperfections, and restore the surface to a brushed or mirror-like finish. Next stage is car line with sidewall assembly stage. Once sidewall assembly, that is the sheet and framework, are spot welded together, car line and sidewall assembly are placed together in car line sidewall assembly fixture, which is a rotating fixture. In this stage, first, the fixture is kept in horizontal position where they clamped properly, and after that tack welding is done. After ensuring the dimensions, full welding is carried out between car line arches and roof flange of sidewall. For both tack welding and full welding, tungsten inert gas welding is used. Once the car line is welded to sidewall assembly, the fixture was rotated 90 degrees and comes in vertical position. In this stage, next process is MIG brazing. MIG brazing is carried out in the gap between sidewall sheet and rainwater gutter. The purpose of MIG brazing is not to give strength, but to fill the gap between sidewall and rainwater gutter. In MIG brazing, copper aluminum filler wire of 0.8 mm thickness is used. Next stage is weld part assembly. After completion of car line sidewall assembly stage, the sidewall assembly is lifted from the fixture with the help of EOT crane and placed on trussel for weld part stage. In weld part assembly stage, all the brackets, channels, back pieces are first tack welded. Once orientation are confirmed according to the drawings, full welding is carried out. For both tack welding and full welding, tungsten inert gas welding is used. In this stage, stud welding is also done in the car line, which is used to hold the thermal and sound insulation material in car line area. With the completion of weld part assembly stage, the fabrication of Vande Bharat sidewall assembly is completed. After that, it was lifted from the trussel and kept in the storage area of sidewall assembly.